Hello, everyone. I am back. So I just finished AIT and I'm back home doing my hometown recruiting. And so I have 5 months to do here of boxes. Yeah, it is a lot. Anyone who wants to stop in and say hi, you're more than welcome to. Links in the description or in the chat here. Open invite, basically. So my brother is over here sitting in the background. So you'll probably hear him talking with me. But while he's opening that,
hello.
Yeah, hello. He's right over there. So I got a couple of things to show you guys while I'm here. So we're going to start with this. I support on Patreon the Amazing Spider Talk podcast. And as my support, I get sent artwork every 6 months. This is the artwork I get this time here. Craven in his costume, or a Spider-Man costume, over in Spider-Man's grave from Craven's Last Hunt. Very, very cool artwork. Still not my favorite piece that I've ever gotten from them that they do commission, but this is a gorgeous piece of artwork. So I have a small, I call it it's my original, I call it original artwork in a sense, but it's not technically original. Everyone gets a copy of it. So another thing to show you guys before I open the comics more. I bought this the other day. I couldn't say no to it. Todd McFarlane Captain America statue based on the ASM 323 cover. It's a gorgeous artwork or statue. And it comes with, inside it came with the comic book. So, just why not? I'm in the Army, Spider-Man. That's ultimately the reason why I decided to ultimately get it. I just had to do it. Awesome. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. How is your Kickstarter thing going? How's your Kickstarter going with the isolation? There you go. I was drawing a blank here for a second. I got a lot on my mind. I found out the command sergeant major for Carson, where I'm heading off to, called me today, and the unit I'm going to is going to be deploying next year. So I should be, if everything goes the way he's mentioned, next summer I'll be heading off to Korea. So I am mind blown. Mind definitely blown. All right. Picked up this literally right before I left. Big training. Just Pokemon. Always loved Pokemon. Had to have it. It was just really cool. All right. My brother is already. I'm gonna here, Jordan. You can start opening some of those.
Okay.
He's helping me out. I'll open the boxes. So, I bought this book. It came out while I was gone. I bought it. I bought it on CGC, or bought it on CGC. I bought it because I wanted to have this one graded. I wanted this book graded, so I found it on eBay and I bought it. So, one of the books, volume one of the books. That's really cool. Shipping, and I appreciate it. So, I'm not a horror person usually, not a monster person really. Now, can anyone in the chat watching this possibly guess why I have Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives? CGC 9.8. Can anyone guess, someone who doesn't like monsters, doesn't like horror movies, why I would launch this book in a CGC? Really quick. I want to see if anyone can guess in the chat. Worry here. So I had to have it. It's a 4-issue series. I think with the info I found on it. I only wanted this first issue. So give it 5 more seconds to see if anyone wants to guess. You are attracted to the. Nope, I'm not attracted to the creature because I need someone who takes better care of their skin. Just saying. I don't like slimy girls.
You wanted to look in the mirror.
Right there. The person who did the cover on the artwork is artist Matthew Roberts. That is my name. So I wanted it graded because on the label it's literally has my name written all over this book. So I had to have it graded 9.8 CGC because it literally is not. I mean, I didn't do the artwork, but a Matthew Roberts did this book, and so you know that meme, "Take my money," right? So
Shut up and take my money.
I had to have it. I had to have it. So all right. While we're getting that, so I bought the J. Scott Campbell artwork from the Ultimate Spider-Man. So we're still disputing. I guess we're still disputing here because I guess I kind of got shorted and I didn't realize it at the time. My brother didn't realize it. So he got cover, I think, B and cover A in the mail from J. Scott Campbell. I was busy at the time. My brother bought it for me because I was away from it. I made sure he bought it. So I'm missing my favorite cover, cover C. So I have one more cover coming.
And a signed copy of cover A.
And apparently a signed copy of cover A too. So love J. Scott Campbell. Love that I had to have those covers when they came out. So
and thankfully they were left outside. It didn't rain when they showed up.
All right. So first box that Jordan, my brother Jordan here opened. All these are new comic book day books and a few back issues. So pretty much everything you see here is pretty much all new comic book day unless otherwise stated. So Kenneth Burr, welcome. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for coming, should I say. I sound rude. I apologize. All right. I have Justice League of America facsimile. I don't see the number on there. It just says November. I think this is the one, the debut right after the first Justice League. Or I'm not sure, but I just thought it was very cool. I liked chess. And I'm not going to buy any of these older books like this. At least most likely I'm not going to buy it. So it was really cool to get that one. So I just figured $4, you can get it. Nice read. All right. So I also bought the book again in floppy. So that way I could be able to read it and know the actual story. So I had to have the one issue there. So, all right. Amazing Spider-Man number 54, Legacy 948. This is the Deadpool movie variant cover. I wanted this one mainly just because of the Spider-Mobile on it. I didn't care that it was a Deadpool variant kind of thing related to the movie coming out at the time. I had to have it because of the Spider-Mobile cool cover there. So is that what, Jordan?
Is it Deadpool? In my personal opinion, I never liked him.
Well, I don't like the character himself normally, but this movie was actually pretty good. All right, and also Ultimate Spider-Man number 6, second printing. I got it because of just the cover. And Ultimate Spider-Man number 7. I'm enjoying Ultimate Spider-Man. It's definitely taken a turn. I mean, that's a pretty cool cover, honestly, too. I like this whole idea of Green Goblin as a villain, at least in the alternate universe. I like Green Goblin as a bad guy for ASM, but otherwise, normally, I prefer it the other way.
The series on Disney Plus is actually kind of cool. I've been watching it.
You'll have to explain which series exactly. Is it
Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney Plus?
You
may not know about it yet.
You may have. You'll have to show me a little bit later because I know a couple of Spider-Man's series, having watched all of them. All right, here we go. I got the. Speaking of Deadpool, I got the Wolverine 88 facsimile. First, the fight between Deadpool and Wolverine. I like these. I like facsimiles, and eventually I might get the real one if I come across it in the wild. But I wasn't gonna actively chase after it, So facsimile, cool cover. I can get it now. So I'm a firm believer and supporter of facsimiles. So that's just my opinion.
Well, the original's probably expensive.
It definitely jumped up when for the
the new Deadpool
for the
movie.
clickbait and all that, FOMO and all that. It might have gone down since, but who knows? All right. This is one of the few. This one actually, I did relatively early. This is like older. This one is actually from an order. Where's the date on this one? July 24th. So this one I got. I bought this one myself because after I got to AIT and I could buy my books myself, I still sent them to my brother. But I bought these, and these are back issues. So I bought several of these back issues to complete a run, to help complete my run. This is Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, issue number 4, issue number 12, Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 5, and Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 13. I'm trying to fill in the gap in general, but the next run I want to complete in my Spider-Man hobby is Ultimate Spider-Man, and that includes the Miles Morales run.
I think this is one of the bundles that I actually got for you while you were in basic.
Yeah, my brother bought these books. My brother said I gave my brother a list. Now, whether or not he found my instructions hard to follow a little bit, so I might be missing books that I wanted.
I did my best.
Yes, he did his best, but that's just because he doesn't think the way I do. And so I thought I explained it. It might be hard for him to understand. All right, I picked up, here is Red Coat number 4. I had to have, I love, one of my passions is American history, or history in general. And so a comic book with a American Revolution era kind of character, sign me up and steal my money. So at number 4, which is very cool. I love the different different eras of that we see here. We get to see 1920s. I think in 1940s, I'm guessing, or no, this is young. That's older than that. That's the 1800s, I think, based on her appearance. Anyway, it's cool.
Not Victorian era, I think.
Anyway, Spectacular Spider-Man Volume number 5. Spider-Man Volume number 5. Red Coat number 3. He's in the room, hon. My wife just popped in. So, another cool cover. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. This is the 6th printing. I've been getting every printing of the first issue that came out because I'm fully supporting this book and I'm buying every single issue that pops out. So I love this issue. And Red Coat issue number 2. I haven't seen Red Coat pop up, I think, in the last couple of months. I hope they're still printing that book. I'll be disappointed. I mean, I haven't read past the first issue because here comes the issue number 1, read it, and then a week later I'm in basic. Speaking of which, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I would love to, share some stories. Basic was fun, except for the people. AIT, I enjoyed AIT. Basic was, I'm an introvert more by nature, and that's and so it was just very hard to be with 50 other people in the same room, especially when 60% of them are immature children. And that's insulting children. So, anyway.
Including the idiots who made the contraband board game.
Yeah. One of the things they did in Basic is they made a Monopoly board game, all paper stuff, but things like that were contraband. And so we had a whole lot of trouble when they found out that. All right, I have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. This is a 2024 annual. This whole Power Ring Green Lantern kind of thing is interesting, definitely interesting cover. So I look forward to seeing if the story of those characters are anywhere in there. Venom War Spider-Man issue number 1. So I think I bought. I can't remember if this is a one shot or not, but I thought it'd be interesting to see what that was. I mean, I have limited funds as it is, so I haven't really bought the Venom books and all that. So, but I was very interested to see what that book entailed, so I got it. One of them I'm looking forward to reading, Spider Society #1. I'm looking forward to this. You know, I like the Spider-Verse and all that, and so I'm just very interested to see what this is. Okay, I got a question real quick, Jordan, real quick. Were you able to wear your Spider-Man? Yeah, nope. I had Green Army, tidy whities that fit like Grandpa whities in more ways than one.
Way too loose or way too tight?
Loose, and it literally looked like you had no ass.
Okay, that's a new one.
All I can say is that thank God I'm out of basic and AIT. I can wear my own underwear again, and I am not joking. Miles Morales #23. So one of the books I made sure I got the whole time I was gone. Amazing Spider-Man #55. Annual or Legacy 949. One of the books I made sure to get later on is the Gotham City Sirens, issue 2 of 4. I like the covers of the original Gotham City Sirens, and I bought all 4 of these just based on the original Gotham City Sirens. Figured it's what, $4 times $4, or $4 times 4, 12,
16.
No, 16, $20 to read for 4 books in general. At the very least, they were cool covers, and I could see if I liked them or not in the future. And then, of course, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #8 facsimile, because I had to. I had to have that book. I had to have the facsimile. Make sure I get this one separate. This is my winnings from Only Slabs. So that's my winnings from Only Slabs that I got. So it's not New Comic Book Day.
Save it for last then.
Well, you can open it for now. Just make sure that I get it. It's not New Comic Book Day. I want to get it. I want to make sure I make the distinction.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and throw these away if you see them. All right. All right. Next up here, next order, I got Batman #400, I guess, or Detective Comics. You know, the first appearance of Man Bat facsimile. So again, it's a DC key Batman book, something I'm never gonna probably buy otherwise. $4, I can have the story in a formal read and own. So I look forward to that. What?
No, I tried to throw a couple things in the box behind me and it flew off. All
right, I got Miles Morales, Spider-Man #24. I look forward to reading Miles Morales. I haven't actually read Miles since I went off. You know, I bought Amazing Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man digitally every time they came out, and read them on my phone, but I haven't read Miles since I left. Great, yeah, definitely that's a good cover for sure. And I bought this one out of whack. This is because I haven't bought the other two. Didn't buy issue 2 or 3. I might have bought issue 1. I'm not sure, but this is a very cool Doctor Doom kind of cover for Ultimates, the Ultimates #4 for the new Ultimates from the Ultimate Universe. And it's I like the idea of these Fantastic Four mice with powers and all that. You know, I bought it for. I think I fell for the FOMO, that the rumor that we'd find out why Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom in this one. So it is what it is. You have to say it out loud, Jordan. I don't know whether you're just
comic vet.
Yeah, well, Chris the Comic Vet is one of the 2 guys that does the show. And last but not least from that box is the Spectacular Spider-Man #7. So really, really cool. Stupid gnat. All right, having my only slab winning. So this one here came from, like I said, Rob Fat Stacks. These are the comics that I won. Our Fighting Forces, number 138. Fitting, since I am part of the Fighting Forces. We got first appearance of Citizen Steel and Justice Society of America, number 7. I think I have this book already, but it's still cool to have another one. And Alex Ross artwork is just really, really nice. Rye, number 0 or whatever, first appearance of Bloodshot. I can't be a true friend of Southern Comic Geek if I don't have this book, and now I do. So, only slab win. Yeah, definitely. Only slab wins are definitely fire for sure. Captain America 310, First Serpent Society. First appearance of Janine Godby, or becomes Hallows Eve, in Spider-Man: The Lost Years, issue number 1. As a Spider-Man fan, I am disappointed I didn't have this book already in my collection. Now at least I have this. Now I at least have issue number 1. Vigilante number 50. And the Micronauts King Size Annual number 1. Cool. So those are the books that I won from Only Slabs. All right. Next up, back to the books that I get from New Comic Book Day. You got Spectacular Spider-Man number 6. What I'm really looking forward to reading Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood number 1. The Uncanny X-Men number 1, the reboot after the Krakoa era. I just had to see where it was starting off. I'm not going to carry on X-Men and all that. You know, with the end of Krakoa and all that, I'm kind of, they lost me. I love the nation concept. So, but I just want to see where it was picking off. Probably one of my favorite printings, honestly. Ultimate Spider-Man number 7, or the 7th print of number 1. I love the classic suit and this whole black and white behind it. Disney Dynamite's Hercules issue number 4. Hercules is one of my favorite Disney books or movies. Gotham City Sirens issue number 1. I got a variant cover because I just couldn't say no to that Poison Ivy cover. So I didn't get cover A. I got the variant on that particular book just because I couldn't say no to a sexy Poison Ivy cover. Another facsimile, I got Betty and Me number 16, Archie Comics. So one of those. I read Archie's Reader Digest before I knew I was reading comic books and liked it, and so that was just a cool one I had to get. Yep, definitely a nice Poison Ivy, that's for sure. And Amazing Spider-Man number 54. Interesting story, the whole Spider Goblin thing here. I personally don't want Green Goblin to stay dead because I love my favorite villain for Spider-Man, but I look forward to seeing what happens, honestly. I'm not against fun stories. All right, next package here. I got Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 8 variant. This is the first team appearance of the new Ultimate Sinister Six. So because it's the first appearance this time they appear in there, I had the cover B so I could make sure I could have the first official cover appearance, because they make the next issue in volume 9, I believe, it shows them on the cover, but this is their technically very first cover appearance because it's of the variant on this one.
Is that the Mandarin on the left there?
That?
With the beard.
No, that's Mole Man.
Ah. He looks like the Mandarin off of Iron Man 3.
Maybe a little. But nope, that's Mole Man, basically from Fantastic Four.
Ah.
And speaking of Ultimate Spider-Man number 8, this is cover A. Miles Morales Annual number 1 from 2024. Very cool. Red Coat issue number 5. Like I said, I haven't read any of the Red Coats since issue number 1, but it was a fun story. An immortal British soldier and a cowardly one. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Number 1. This is a Bloodshot. Amazing Spider-Man Bloodshot or Blood Hunt. My mistake. 1 of 3. So I think I decided to get this just because it was Spider-Man, even if I didn't care. Ultimately, I mainly got this, I think, kind of for a completionist's sake because it was Amazing Spider-Man. I just said, you know what? Why not? I can spend the $5 more on this, this week. So I figured I'd get it. And then here is issue number 2 of Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt. And finally, from that package, Gotham City Sirens number 3 of 4. I got a lot of cataloging and doing that. Unfortunately, I think either I packed up all the books, or either I packed up all the bags and the boards, or I ran out and ran low and didn't buy extra because of going in the army. So I'll have to keep a lot of these in bags and boards that they came in until I get more bags and boards to rebag and board.
This next one is one of the first ones I got for you after you left for basic. That's the cover. That's the just my hands. It's just the steam from my hand.
Well, yeah, it was just weird. I felt the bottom of the bag felt damp. I was going, what the hell? All right, yeah. So as my brother said, this is one of the first packages that came when I shipped off to Basic. So it is Edge of Spider-Verse number 1. The I guess it's the second print. It is the second print. So I missed out, I guess, on the original, the first print. I think I was one of those that, because sometimes I get my books from mycomicshop.com, and every once in a while they like upload become available at a slightly different time. And so I missed out on getting this first print in with the order that I bought. So I'll add it to my cart and I'll get it the next week. Nope, by the time it happened and all that, this copy was gone. FOMO, and I wasn't going to pay eBay prices for the first print, so I got the second print of this. Asked for the second print of this book. Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. And they picked the least ugly of the covers. There were no good options for that cover. Unlike this cover, Edge of Spider-Verse number 3. Star Wars meets Spider-Man. Except without the lightsabers. I had to I couldn't miss out on that book. Spider-Man Shadow the Green Goblin number 1. And I think I'd already bought the book, but I'm not sure if my brother bought it too. But because I'm pretty sure I've read Red Coat number 1, so I have at least 1, if not 2, of these copies running around somewhere now. Ooh! Scratch that. I think I found a new Ultimate Spider-Man printing. Was my favorite. I think the 5th printing, of this book, whereas the black instead of the white around it is just gorgeous. But I had to have it. The only one I'm actually missing is I'm still missing the very first print of cover A. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to spin through the nose for that one, ultimately. But I'm going to drop in the chat one more time here. If anyone wants to join me and my brother here chatting live, don't have to, but you're welcome to pop in. So we are actually getting close to the end. We have a couple more boxes. I think 4 more boxes that have to be opened. 5 still have to be opened. I still have 2 over here, and then this one over here. So we're going through, and we are 30 minutes in. So, woohoo! Man, I think I'm gonna have these. All my orders are gonna fill up a short box.
Maybe 2.
Maybe. All right, I got Amazing Spider-Man number 51. Very cool cover. I like the negative aspect, kind of a web aspect that's there. King size annual number 10 of the Avengers. First appearance of Rogue. It's the facsimile. Don't get too excited. Had to have Rogue's first appearance for that. Amazing Spider. Did I get that one extra? Because I swear. I could have sworn I got a different cover. Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man number 50. I have a letter to the editor in this one. This is cover A. Very, very cool. And I guess it's this cover too that I got. Although I don't recall getting this one. I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't say no to it, I guess. I don't know. Because I could have sworn I got a different one that was a John Romita actual, more Jack Romita cover. So I could have swore it was a different version than this. At least I think. Hopefully it's just in a different order. I missed out. I misunderstood. Who knows? Amazing Spider-Man number 49. Legacy 943. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 21. Spider-Man Shadow the Green Goblin number 3. I think there's only 3 of these particular books, so. Amazing Spider-Man number 52 with the homage to ASM 300. Weird, weird, weird. I think the ha-ha-has should have been red instead of, yellow.
Yeah, it probably would have come off a little more creepy with the villain.
But we'll see how it is. Hercules number 3 from Dynamite. Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 6. Superior Spider-Man number 8. I think I just got this one because of the cover. Homaging of ASM 50. And Spectacular Spider-Man Min number 4. Alright. Gotta get these books in there. Alright, next up. Miles Morales Spider-Man. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 5. Which I don't quite understand. I think this one's from a previous run. And I got it to fill in, I think. I think this was a back issue. Yeah, it's from 23. Spider-Man Shadow of the Green Goblin issue number 2. Spider-Man Miles Morales number 4. I guess not. I guess it's like I said, it's been a while since I had the Miles Morales and all that, so that might just be maybe they just rebranded it or whatever. I don't know. And then Disney's Hercules issue number 1. All right. Ultimate Spider-Man. This is the current. I think this is like one of the most. Yeah, this is the most recent. Actually, this is actually from this last Wednesday. Here, these are the books from last Wednesday. So this is actually new. Ultimate Spider-Man number 9 variant. Couldn't say no to that cover. Along with cover A. Hercules number 5. Chasm, Curse of Cain number 2. And Ultimate Amazing Spider-Man number 58, Legacy 952, cover A. And another Marvel Studios cover. That's just, I got it because it's the suit from the movie. That's gonna be, or that I believe that I think, I'm not sure if it's from Civil War or if it's from what I don't know, but it's just very cool. I had to get it.
Looks like Civil War.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of Spider-Man books. You know, that's, it's me. It's Spider-Man. You know, you're not, if you've had to suspect it, that a guy that I'd be getting Spider-Man books. It's a safe bet with me. All right, speaking of Ultimate Spider-Man number 4 from way back, here is cover B. I think one of a Spider-Man with his family I couldn't say no to.
That's funny.
Along with its cover A. Superior Spider-Man number 6. Now I remember why I got this one, because it was the Spider-Man Dan Slott book that was rebranded to Superior Spider-Man or whatever. So Showcase presents Green Lantern number 1 facsimile, or no, Showcase Green Lantern's first appearance. So in Showcase, so that's what the facsimile. Rise of the Powers of X number 4.
Took me a while to try and find that one.
Yeah. X-Men number 1. This is a Marvel previews that I got. It was one of those 25-cent Marvel previews things, and I thought, like, why not? 25 cents. It'd be fun to see what it was. Of course, by the time I got it, it's kind of irrelevant. All this stuff is out. Amazing Spider-Man number 48, Legacy 942. All right. All right. Here is Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. This is the trade. The Married with Children. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 6 of Ultimate Spider-Man, not Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. So I wanted the first story batched together, so that way I can read the stories again and not read any of the floppies and leave them in their collected state. So I had to make sure I had that book. Amazing Spider-Man number 57, variant cover. Venom number 37, a tie-in to Venom War. I said I don't usually get Venom, and that's true, but that was just a sweet cover. And I think this is related to something about the Venom War, about Venom going into the past, and about the interaction with Spider-Man way back when. And so I had to get at the issue to see what I was talking about. Amazing Spider-Man number 57. Finally, they started doing a cover of like a scene actually in the book. And I couldn't pass up a chance to see what Wolverine number 1 is, just to see what the story was with it. All right. Spider Society number 2. Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood number 2. And I guess I ended up buying a second copy of this by mistake. Amazing Spider-Man number 54. Oh well. And now we just have the last books, the last package. I'm going to take a sip of my tea while I'm waiting on my brother to catch up.
The tape was fighting me.
And again, with Crucius, do you know which channel you're currently watching? Just saying. This is me, myself, and I, and we love Spider-Man. Gotham City Sirens, number 4 of 4. Amazing Spider-Man, number 56, Legacy 950. Chasm, Curse of Cain, number 1. And last but not least, the last book here. I only wanted a few of these treasury size books ever. I have both the Spider-Man and Superman treasury books, both stories. The only other trade I wanted, or treasury book I wanted, that I want to get someday, is this one. I got the facsimile when I saw it available. It's the Superman versus Muhammad Ali. I just had to see the story, and so I just had to get this when I saw it. I was excited. So it's only the facsimile. Sucks, I guess, that it's not square bound. You know, I'm gonna have to get a treasury bag and board, or looks like it. Does it come with? Oh, it looks like it does come with its own bag and board, I think. So it looks like they bag and board. We'll worry about it after the show. So see, we end the show not with a Spider-Man book. We end it with a DC book. So very, very cool. I look forward to reading this story for the first time. So, yep, that's it. I guess I have to go buy. I had to buy an Amazing Spider-Man 50 of a variant cover I had to have, but I guess I got or I guess either. I think that had to be one that you bought. You bought me the wrong one, I think, by accident, or I bought the wrong one, possibly. Either way, I have to get another ASM 50 cover because it didn't get the one that I thought of in the mail. So, oh well. But that's it. 42, 43 minutes in, and you have 5 months of books. So, I got an entire short box out of it. That is, I got a lot of reading to do.
And I had 4 drawers full.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, he was storing them. So yeah, thanks for you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed all my Spider-Man books. The good news is all the Ultimate books, all the Ultimate Spider-Man and ASM books, I don't have to read because I bought those digitally after I could read them again and AIT, and I read those books on the bus ride from Missouri to Virginia.
That was a long bus ride, I bet.
It was only 20 hours or so. So it was fun. I actually wanted the bus ride versus a plane trip because that would give me a chance to watch things I hadn't watched and read stuff again. So I enjoyed the bus ride, honestly. So it is past 8 o'clock here. I am tired. I had a long day. I have huge news. You know, like I said, I'm going to be, if the unit I'm heading off to at Fort Carson is the one that I was told about, I'm going to be heading off to Korea next June, and it's a lot to wrap your head around. That means I got training to be, more training to be doing after I get there for our unit to prepare to go to Korea. So it is, yeah, it is very interesting to say the least, just to be ending up there.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. Well, I can handle it.
I know.
I'm more worried about my wife, honestly. So anyway, that's the show. I got cataloging to be doing here, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thanks for coming. Happy collecting. Ciao.